Hello students, myself Mutturaj JNP, working as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru 2. I will explain you people about the regeneration in the gas turbine. This is one of the method to improve the thermal efficiency of your Brayton cycle. As usual, you have compressor, a common shaft and the turbine. Whatever the energy developed by the turbine, it will be produced here. Some amount will be absorbed by the compressor. Air inlet to the compressor at the temperature T1. It is compressed to the temperature T2. The exhaust temperature of the turbine is T5 is almost around the temperature of 600 Kelvin, around the temperature 600 Kelvin. So it is, we can utilize this amount of the heat energy. You can use this heat energy to heat the fluid which is come out of the compressor. Therefore we can adopt a regenerator where it will be heated the compressed fluid to the temperature T3. This is the CC combustion chamber where heat is produced to the fluid. Then fluid will be fed to the turbine at T maximum temperature and P maximum you can have here, and then it will comes out. The TS diagram like this: maximum pressure, minimum pressure, T. Yes, it is compressed from 1 to 2, and then heat is given at 3 in the regenerator, heated to the maximum temperature T4, expand on the turbine T5. This is how the cycle will run. The regenerator efficiency is given like this: the amount of heat energy absorbed T3 minus T2 divided by maximum amount of the heat energy that can be given, that is the regenerator efficiency. Amount of heat energy absorbed to maximum amount of heat energy can absorb in the regenerator. Note down the sketch properly. Work given to the compressor is Cp of T1 minus T2. Heat supplied to the fluid is Cp of T4 minus T3. Turbine work is equal to Cp of T4 minus T5. The network is W turbine minus W compressor. Power developed is mass flow rate into network. If you have the mass flow rate m dot, then you can get the value power in terms of kilowatt. In the TS diagram, T1 to T2, 3 regenerator gives the heat energy to the compressed fluid, raises the temperature to T3. Now the heat is supplied in the combustion chamber, raised to the temperature T4, and then it is expanded on the turbine. It is reduced to the temperature T5. TS diagram, this is compressor work, heat supply, turbine work. Note, pause the video, note down all the things properly with TS diagram. Heat rejected is equal to Cp of T5 minus T1. Now I will explain a problem to you guys. A regenerative gas turbine cycle, air enters at 1 bar and 15 degree Celsius temperature. The pressure ratio is 6. The isentropic efficiency of the compressor and the turbine are 0.8 and 0.85 respectively. Maximum temperature of the cycle is being 800 degrees Celsius. Regenerative effectiveness is 0.78. Assume Cp1 is equal to 1.1 and gamma is equal to 1.32. This is for expansion. For compression it will be 1.4 only. Find the efficiency of cycle. This you know very well. Here why it is because T2 dash, because let me explain and clarify you clearly. Maximum pressure, minimum pressure you have, isentropic efficiency is given, it is deviated to T2 dash. While expanding, it is deviated to the temperature T5 dash. That's why you have to take a T2 dash than the T2. How to get the T2 value, T2 dash? Let us discuss. T5 dash, regenerator. As usual, everything will be there remaining. Only the thing here, T5 dash, T2 dash. Regenerative effectiveness is like this. So you make a correction here. It's supposed to be there, T2 dash. Inlet temperature 15 degrees Celsius. Maximum pressure T4 is equal to 800 degrees Celsius. You have maximum temperature. Please show in the TS diagram maximum temperature, minimum temperature, pressure ratio, 6 bar, compression ratio, compressor efficiency 0.8, regenerative effectiveness 0.76, turbine efficiency 0.85. First we can go for the process in the ideal compression process. T2 by T1 is equal to Rp over to the power of gamma minus 1. T2 is equal to T1 into Rp over to the power of gamma minus 1. You know gamma minus 1 divided by gamma for the value 1.4. For the value of gamma 1.4, this is the equation. We will get T2 is equal to 480 Kelvin. Note down all the temperatures like T1, T2, T2 dash, T3, T4, T5, T5 dash. If you know all this temperature, it is very easy you people to calculate the efficiency as well as work done by the turbine, compressor, everything you can get it. Please note down the temperature like this. Isentropic efficiency is given. Therefore, you know the formula already we have discussed. T2 minus T1 divided by T2 dash minus T1. Therefore, isentropic efficiency. Therefore, T2 dash is equal to this one. You will get T2 dash is equal to 528 Kelvin. Note down this one separately. Similarly, process 4 to 5 is isentropic expansion. Therefore, T4 by T5 is equal to Rp over to the power of gamma minus 1. We need the value of T5. Therefore, T4 by Rp over to the power of gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. But here, gamma value is 1.3. You put this one, you will get the T5 value. Once you get the T5 value, you can go for the isentropic efficiency of the turbine, where you have the T5 dash is equal to T4 minus of T4 minus T5 into isentropic efficiency. You put all the values T4, T5 and isentropic efficiency, you will get the value is 764.11 Kelvin. Regenerative efficiency, you know very well, T3 minus T2 dash divided by T5 dash minus T2 dash. Until unless you calculate the value of T5 dash, you can't go for the regenerative efficiency, because effectiveness, regenerative effectiveness, T5 dash, if you put in the formula, you will get the value of T3. Amount of heat energy added through the process 2 to 3 in the combustion chamber, it is given by QS is equal to Cp of T3 minus T2. QS you got, this is the QS is equal to 367.38 kilojoules per kg. Compressor work 241.2, turbine work 342.86, network it is 101.6 kilojoules per kg. Cycle efficiency is equal to network divided by QS. Cycle efficiency is 27.65%. Thank you one and all.